The address is 347 Don Shula Drive. In honor of the legendary coach, the stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
A run, and it's A-Chain. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. He fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
To throw, here's Willis. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
a big-time play for the Dolphins. 31 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Willis. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. That's Harrison in motion. Throwing Willis. He's got his tight end down the field. That's the Joku. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Willis now to throw. That one out wide to A-Chain.
Complete to number 3. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he is planted back there. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can...
That's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Scatterboo. Once again, defense giving him nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard here. That brings up 3rd down.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put it into that play really before it ever got started.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play.
QB will survey the defense on 1st and 10.
First down.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Up the middle with Scatterboot, and he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
1 yard gain.
This will be 2nd and 9. The shotgun, it's A-Rob. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but just too far out to foot. That one's incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
4 yards to go.
They'll run out of the gun with Scatterboot. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
It's a loss of 2.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Steelers.
Complete to number 13. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. His kick is good, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins, nothing. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Big gain of 27 yards. What a way to open the drive.
7 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
19 Chargers.
Throwing is Willis. Downfield for Njoku. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Trying to find David Njoku.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Willis to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at midfield. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Willis. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down.
Drop 50, drop 50.
To throw is Willis. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Willis now to throw. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And that's certainly the reaction you're hoping to see out of your quarterback if you're this head coach, because he comes out, he throws the interception, everyone says, man, yeah, shake it off. Well, easier said than done. Is he able to shake it off? Can he get back out there and just continue to let it rip? And it's a great early sign that he's able to bounce back and takes him down for 6.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
3-yard line.
First down for Harry. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight.
First down.
Good time to do it. It's a first down. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Rodgers. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Well, they come to the line. Not an easy one to convert. 3rd and very long. To throw is Rodgers. And he will get some yardage there on the scramble, but not nearly enough, and that's going to bring up 4th and long. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again with Scatterboot. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Right back to Scatterboot on first down. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 43, here's second down and 6. Rodgers to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
7 targets, 7 targets. Deputy.
Willis. That is caught downfield by Douglas.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will move out to a 14-7 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
First down, Steelers.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Rodgers here on second down. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield. The forward Indy Lion, Chop Robinson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack. And it sets up third and long. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a second consecutive time.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's fourth down.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. That's taken in.
Rodgers pass complete to Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
So by nature, Mike, you know I am a guy that is generally aggressive on fourth down, but I'm not sure if I was the coach that I would even be this aggressive. I mean, it was fourth and long, but hey, listen, they have confidence in their offense. They have confidence in their group, and hey, who are we to second guess them?
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game. And he takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd and 10. Willis now to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down.
70, Hawk 70.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. To throw, here's Willis. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And the best offense on 3rd downs, Mike, is to be really good on 1st and 2nd down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Now Willis. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. It does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Chop Robinson. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. That pass reeled in with one hand. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, man, seeing a beautiful one-handed catch never gets old. And when it's a big old tight end, you know my eyes light up, Mike. You put this ball within arm's reach of this guy, he's got a chance to bring them all in.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Holston Loveland. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That his second touchdown tonight. Myers now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing, Willis. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to find David Njoku.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing is Willis. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Willis to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to find Marvin Harrison Jr.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver, and when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack.
Into space. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 21 apiece.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10. Going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Right back to the fullback. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. We're going to get him down behind the line.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's lovely. And he'll finally be taken down. A massive play to get them on the border of field goal range. Here's first down. They'll stick to the ground. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Snap on second and long. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. Now Rodgers. He'll let one go down the middle. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll come up for first and 10. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. Here's Willis. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to find Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
Willis now to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pistol snap to Willis. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. And he will be out of bounds. Partner, we've got more football. We are heading to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Scatterbush. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a couple.
At the 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Scatterbush.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Scatterboo. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Third down and 9. From the gun, Rodgers got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
So they have it second and 1.
Yard line.
Rodgers. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. That's a Steeler first down. Rodgers to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, it's Harrison. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. They'll run, it's Scatterboo. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Cam Scatterboo. Touchdown Steelers. The kick is good. So an ideal start to this overtime. And now it's up to the defense to preserve a 7-point lead.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Open man downfield. It's Pittman. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Dragon 60.
To throw is Willis. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by Jeremy Chin. And he is going to score. here in overtime. This game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire